Hi friends, Ashley with Young Life here in Bloomington Normal. I just wanted to update you a little bit on what is happening with Young Life in this area. Young Life definitely looks a little different from the outside, but when you pull back the layers, it's still all the same. It's all about Jesus and relationships. Monday nights, instead of Young Life Club and packing a ton of kids in a basement, getting to know them, our big outreach, we're focusing more on discipleship. And that discipleship piece is campaigners. So on Monday nights, a smaller group of kids would gather. We've been gathering outside, socially distancing with masks, and we ask kids, what's been the best part of your week? What's been the worst part of your week? How can we be praying for you this week? And we talk about it. We get to hear from every kid. Then we read a chapter of John together. We give kids 15 minutes to go on their own and read through the chapter. And we ask them a few questions. We say, hey, write down one or two things that stick out to you while you read this chapter. Write those down because we want to talk about them when we come back together. We also ask the question, what do you learn about Jesus in this chapter? We also ask, hey, if you have any questions, write those down too, because we can talk about that. And then we ask, what does this have anything to do with me right now, where I'm at? And we talk about it. After 15 minutes, we all come back together, we sit in a circle, and we get to hear from kids about what they are thinking and what they're processing. And leaders are sharing, and everybody's talking, and we're hearing about how kids are discovering Jesus through reading through a chapter in John. Then, throughout the week, leaders are meeting with kids. We've asked as a team, how do we really get to know kids more deeply? And so each leader has a goal of having 10 kids that they could either touch base with as a group, come together, be together, talk, laugh, do something together as a group. And then we're asking, okay, within that 10, are there 3 students that you could really get to know? 3 kids that you could really slow down with and sit across the table with and do life with. Why are we doing that? Well, on Friday nights, our college leaders, we all get together. They come to my house, we have dinner together, and we're watching this series, and we're talking about living the way that Jesus lived. We're talking about how did Jesus travel? What we're learning is that Jesus traveled at a pace of being known. He himself slowed down enough that others could get to know him. Well, what does that look like for us? Well, with these 3, can we slow down enough that we can know them so well that they begin to know us? By knowing us, they get to know who Jesus is and what he is doing in our own lives. That's grabbing coffee with one of those 3 kids. That's having one of them over for dinner and just talking about the day and the week and how do we live a life that is full, a life that only Jesus can offer us. How do we do that? That's what Young Life is looking like this semester. We've been able to do a couple of larger events. We did a kickball tournament this last week. We were able to be outside. It was actually really cold. But kids were able to come, laugh, be together, and leaders were just able to connect with them. We're looking at a few other safe things that we can do this semester with a larger group, but that's not our focus. Our focus is on the 3 that we want to know so well that they begin to know us. Thank you so much for your support. I will let you know what is happening. Things change really every week. And so we're just trying to continue to plan, but continue to be present with kids and what is happening in their lives. We appreciate you. Young Life does not exist without your support. And so we ask that you continue to pray for us, continue to think about us when you are together with others, and continue to talk about the things that are happening with Young Life in this area. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day.